Hi guys, and welcome to a new video on Sonal's life. So last week I had a look at my top 5 favourite feuds. This week we're back with another preview. So for a few weeks now we've been on our Road to Dontaku Tour, and instead of looking at the whole tour, which has actually been very long and a lot of really big matches, I thought I'd have a look at the 3 main shows coming up and all of the title and sort of some of the special singles matches we're coming. So basically, like I said, we've had our Road to shows, and coming up we have a special Wrestling Satsuma no Kuni show and the 2 main Dontaku shows. So as always, I'm going to have a look through all of the cards, so all the title matches, and give you my predictions. So let's get going. So the first big show, like I said, was the Wrestling Satsuma no Kuni show on Wednesday the 28th of April. Now there are 2 title matches on this show, and the first one is for the King of Pro Wrestling trophy, which all of you know is my favourite title, I think, in New Japan. Well, it's not, but I just think it's so good. It is the champion Toru Yano against Evil, and as always there's a stipulation, and I'm gonna have to read it because I literally don't know what it is. So it is the Creation of Darkness blindfold match, where 4 blindfolds will be put on each corner post, and an opponent must be blindfolded in order for a decision to be rendered. Literally, I have no idea what is going on there, but that's a stipulation. It's going to be the King of Darkness versus Yano, and I don't really know what else to say. All I know is that I want Yano to win, because when this title was first created by Okada, everyone was really on the edge about it. They didn't know what it was going to be. But in the hands of Yano, it's made New Japan a little more light-hearted. For those of us like me who watch DDT and like the fun and joy, that's what it's come out. And honestly, do we need another I know it's the King of Pro Wrestling, but Evil doesn't need a title. And after he defaced Yano's trophy, he's gonna want some payback, and let's keep Toru Yano for not only the 2020 King of Pro Wrestling champion, but the 2021 King of Pro Wrestling champion as well. The second match, the second title match of that night, is for the IWGP Junior Tag titles. Now, you must have seen my reaction in my video, I think it was about 2-3 weeks ago, where Roppongi 3K came back together after Yo returned from injury and won the Junior Tag titles. Well, it's going back to my criticisms that the junior tag division is very small at the moment, and so we are seeing another match between Roppongi 3K and Suzuki-gun's El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Now, with my personal feelings, I love watching these 4 in the ring. In the lead-up matches, it's been great. We've had both guys and both teams getting wins, losses. There's been a series of low blows, roll-ups, sort of not really giving any team the distinct advantage. This match is also very important because it is leading up to the big singles match that I'm going to be talking about later between El Desperado and Yo. Now, the thing with this match, and I feel like I keep repeating it, they are 4 very different athletes. You have Yoshinobu Kanemaru, one of the most underrated guys probably in New Japan, who is well versed in submission, speed, athleticism. You've got El Desperado, who is more mat based but has like this mean streak and almost this like I don't care as long as I win mentality. And then you've got Roppongi 3K, who are both very different from each other. Sho is very power-based and strength-based, whereas Yo is a nice mixture of speed, athleticism, but also that very classic Japanese style that a lot of people come to love. And it's really conflicting because I love Desperado and Kanemaru so much. But like I said before, I don't think Roppongi 3K have had anywhere near a good title run with those belts, after especially their longest reign getting cut short by Yo's injury. So not only am I expecting a lot from this match from 4 amazing athletes, but I'm really keeping my fingers crossed that Roppongi 3K retain the titles, because I love Roppongi 3K so much. The next major show is on May the 3rd, and that is the Wrestling Dontaku Tour Night 1. So obviously the main reason for this tour. And as always, we've got a number of title matches, but we've also got very special singles matches. Now, the first 2 are, like I said, special singles matches, and they are between the Bullet Club, Tangaloa and Tamatonga, and Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi. So the first match that we've got it's a very odd pairing. It is Zack Sabre Jr. versus Tangaloa. And basically the stipulation in this is if Zack Sabre Jr. wins, Zack and Taichi get a shot at the tag titles. If Zack loses, they are no longer allowed to challenge for the titles, which in a sense will get rid of any of those issues that I've had with both tag divisions of not having enough substance in it and the same teams challenging. It's a very weird matchup. You literally have two complete opposites. You've got the strength and power of Tanga Loa and then the social vegan Hydra noodle boy Zack Sabre Jr., who is very technical and precise in his movement. And I think it's actually going to be quite a fun match because I'd love to see each person bring out the best and worst in their opponent. So let's see Tanga Loa try and do some submissions. Let's see Zack Sabre Jr. try and use his strength. I mean, he doesn't have any because he's very noodly boy. That helps with his offense, but we will see. However, the next match is slightly more exciting for me in the sense that it is between Taichi and Tama Tonga. Not only is it one of the very few ladder matches that New Japan has ever had, I think it might be the second, it is also the battle for the Iron Finger. So for anyone who's not been watching New Japan, and the question is why, they have been having this argument over the Iron Finger. I think it was around Wrestle Kingdom, Tama Tonga basically nicked Taichi's Iron Finger that he'd taken off Isuka. Then there was a big kerfuffle and Sugabayashi then took it off both of them. And now that's what they're fighting for. Yeah, it's very weird, but like the previous match, a battle of two very different athletes. In sort of theory, you'd have Tama versus Zack and Tanga Loa versus Taichi. But we've mixed that up. And I think it's really good because I've seen these guys fight in tag team matches and they are great. But it will be interesting to see how they work individually and also to see how New Japan are going to book it. Are they going to have a team dominating or are they going to have a mixed set of results so we can still have that tag titles match? Who knows, but all I know is that these two teams are amazing and they have an amazing chemistry together, so it can only be a good thing. The only title match on this show is between two of my favourite people in the world, so it's another very conflicting match for me. It is for the Never Openweight title between the world's most handsome Hiroshi Tanahashi and my boy Jay White. There is something about Jay White and Tanahashi in the ring together that just creates magic for me. Even though Jay has not been on these Road 2 shows, which made me sad, even before this match was officially announced, the two were having some really good exchanges. They were having battles over their abs, which, sorry Tanahashi, Jay definitely won. And it was almost like Jay was baiting Tanahashi to give him a shot at the title. These two guys literally are the most different people. Tanahashi is the ace of the universe with a very Japanese style, but also a combination of high flying as well. Jay is your standard heel. He plays offense, he plays possum, and for him, he will find any way to win with Gedo by his side. Now, the Never title has been doing very well recently, along with the Never six-man titles. So, personally, I feel like I'd want Tanahashi to keep it just for consistency, because that has always been the issue with the Never division. However, when have I ever said no to the Switchblade? For me, I'd give Jay every belt. Give him the Never belt. Give him the King of Pro Wrestling. Give him the junior belts, even though he's not a junior heavyweight. So, let's say my brain and heart is going for Tanahashi. My heart and my heart and my heart is going with Jay White. But whatever happens, it's going to be an amazing match. I think I'm probably going to laugh because when the two of them get in the ring, the chemistry is unrivaled. And I just think it's going to be an amazing wrestling match. And I sort of almost have my fingers crossed that maybe we won't see as much Gedo. But that's part of Jay's shtick, and if it works, it works. So this is definitely one of the matches I am most looking forward to, because it's got two of my favourite wrestlers in it. So now we are on to night 2, and the first title match on this is so exciting. It's for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title, and it is the champion El Desperado versus Yo. Now, whatever happens during the tag match that's happening at Wrestling Satsuma no Kuni is going to be a massive deal going into this match. Whoever wins that is gonna have the advantage going in, and I think it's gonna be vital for this. Now, I don't know how to say this match. It's two of my favourites, just like Jay versus Tanahashi. I've been vocal in the past about how amazing Yo is and how I've always thought that he needs that breakout singles match because we've seen him do it in Best of Super Junior. But this title match should be enough to bring him out of his shell, because For some people, they feel like Yo is not the weak link of Roppongi 3K, but he's the calmer one. And sometimes people don't even, Desperado said that, they don't see any passion within him, which I think is a lie because Yo is amazing. But I sort of see where they're coming from. And if anyone can bring out this sort of darker side to Yo, not heel, people need to stop tweeting me to say that Yo's turning heel. Desperado's going to bring out this more passionate side. However, as much as I love Yo, and I have a Roppongi 3K t-shirt in my cupboard to prove it, I have been waiting so long for an El Desperado Jr. heavyweight reign, and I feel like ending it here would just sort of ruin the journey that Despi's been on. Like, yes, he didn't beat Hiromu for the title like he wanted, but he worked hard, he overcame the heel in El Fantasmo and got his title match. And for me, the main thing I'm excited about this match is the clash of styles. Like I said before, and I'm not going to repeat it, but their styles are so different. And I feel like these are two guys that can mesh very well together by sort of playing on each other's strengths and weaknesses to bring out the best in themselves. So I think this, along with the Never match, are the two I'm most looking forward to, and the two where really I don't think I'll be too bothered about the outcome. I just want them to be amazing matches. And then we get up to the final match, which everyone's been building towards, and that is Will Ospreay versus Shingo Takagi for the IWGP, let me get this right, World Heavyweight Championship. It still sounds a bit weird on my tongue, but I'll get used to it. I don't know what else to say about this. We have seen these two put on Match of the Year candidates again and again, whether it was the Best of Super Junior, the G1, the New Japan Cup, and now we're going to see it again. I feel like every time these two get in the ring, they show us something different. Whether it's because Ospreay has built muscle and has become a heavyweight, a proper heavyweight, with now the title and a new sort of personality and streak to him, or whether it's Shingo, as he said in his promo, being that guy who really has nothing to lose because he doesn't have anything. These two together create a perfect story. You've got the two guys who started as juniors and are building their way up. One guy in Ospreay who made the quite easy transition to heavyweight, winning the Rev Pro heavyweight title and now the World Championship. Or Shingo, whose journey's been a bit more staggered, winning never belts, having amazing matches, but never getting that top belt. Or like I said, I know it's going to be probably another Match of the Year candidate. You're going to have two guys who are strong, fast and athletic. I'm hoping to see some of the aerial assassin from Ospreay. But really, the booking for this is going to be vital. If you keep it on Ospreay, it's going to be best for business because there is no way you're going to have a brand new belt, put it on someone, and then have them lose it. I know they've done that before for Tanahashi and Jay, but this is a new belt and they can't afford to do it. But also, they can't afford to make Takagi look weak because Takagi is probably one of the best wrestlers in the world. So it's going to have to be a fine line between keeping the prestige of this new belt, but also making both guys look really good. And that's the exciting thing. For pretty much every match I've talked about today, they are between amazing athletes, and I can say, well, whatever happens, they're going to put on a good match, and for this one, it's going to be amazing. So that was my preview of the Wrestling Dontaku and the Wrestling Satsuma no Kuni show. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the upcoming cards. Are there any matches that stand out to you, and who do you think is going to walk away with all these titles? Because there are some high caliber title matches between some of the best wrestlers in the company. And remember, as always, to like, share and click that subscribe button and tell your friends to subscribe. And I will see you guys next week. Bye!